Hey guys, welcome back. So, you're here with me, Uchi do another vlog type thing, just because it's the simplest way to address everybody. The alternative is do it in Twitter, which would be a pain in the arse. Or Facebook, which I don't really like using. I know I've got a Facebook page up there, but I don't really use my own personal page. If I could get away with it, I'd probably remove my whole profile altogether, but I begrudgingly use it, so I'm not really going to post on Facebook. So, First things first, schedule wise, for videos, I want to get some feelers out on how often you guys want episodes of stuff up because I've finished filming Fallout. Fallout is done. So I could easily make the episodes come out more than one a week. It's doable. Right now I've got enough stuff uploaded to last me until February, if we keep putting them out once a week. Which I do like things out in advance, but even I'm beginning to think that's a little bit silly. So, if you guys want the Fallout 4 episodes to come out more frequently, I can do twice a week, then let me know in the comments below or on my Twitter at UchihaDrew. What else do we need to talk about? Twitch is coming up. I'm going to do a test stream probably in the next few days, either doing some building from Fallout 4 or some Hearthstone. It's just to test it to make sure it all works and it's all live and it broadcasts and all that stuff. So, nothing major, but I do have to test it to make sure it all works. So, I'll be doing that at some point, probably this weekend. Thing is, I need to configure the schedule a bit. I'm going to go back to the subject of the last vlog, which was basically my kind of, hit by the anxiety and the depression and all that. I've since been medicated and I'm getting better, but there's still rough times. Yeah, good days and bad days. Anyway, long story short, I may not have a job tomorrow. You may remember I talked about having to, for the first time in my life, I actually have to use a proper sick note and go off for like ages. I was off for 2 and a bit weeks from work. Yeah, and there's been ongoing things since then. What are wrong with me? The day that I recorded the last time, I had to take a day off work. There was some complications to the medication. Some of the side effects kicked in, and that particular day it was particularly bad, so I had to stay off. And I got a phone call off the agency. But yeah, they said if you're off one more time, that's it, you're sacked, you're gone. So, I stuck at it, and no matter what, through the fatigue and the pain and just everything, I've stuck with it for as long as I possibly could. Except today, the last week, I've had awful, awful pain. Had to go to the doctor again. I'm on painkillers as well as the antidepressants, which I've had to double the dose of. So that's how bad things were getting. The doctor said I could do that, by the way. Although I did have to take a dangerous amount of painkillers today. I was just sat at my desk. I'd already taken more painkillers than was actually safe, and I was still in pain. And I've been terrified, thinking I need the livelihood, you know? So I was terrified of doing it, but I just got to the end when the pain was too much, and I had to say to my boss, you can find, as I says, you can fire me if you feel you have to, but the pain, I literally cannot think right now. So I left, and I will find out in due course whether I have a job tomorrow. The good news for you guys, I suppose, is if I don't have a job, I can record and stream stuff. The bad news is I will eventually run out of cash, so I'll have to get a job. So my future is rather uncertain, because even if they were prepared to overlook the day off today, I still have to be off tomorrow to see the doctor. So I'm going to be off. So I have no idea what's going to happen tomorrow. Tomorrow is a complete mystery to me. So if I have a job by the end of tomorrow, then I'm going to have to cut down what I'm recording, because right now I'm getting overwhelmed. If I was like properly healthy, mentally and physically, then I could probably manage it, no problem. But I'm feeling very fatigued and burnt out right now. So I want to scale back recording to maybe one series a week. Two, maybe. And I'm thinking of scaling it down to the forest and Saints Row 2 for the time being. I'm really enjoying Forest with Moogie. I'm enjoying XCOM and Saints Row, but if I'm going to drop one, then I have to pick one, and I'm thinking XCOM is it. Mostly because I'm getting the most game fatigue on that. There is a weird thing with like turning something you like into like a job or work, and a sense of fatigue can kick in. So I'm trying to not stop everything. God no, don't want to do that. So I think something has to be dropped. So I'm thinking it will be XCOM. Not permanently. I do want to come back to it, but I think some kind of hiatus for that series is in order. I may take a look at it. I may need to mess around and switch off some of the options. I've forgotten what it's called. Second Strike? I don't know. But the one for Class Roulette, Training Roulette, whatever. I think having that switched on was a bad idea in my first run through. It hasn't done me any favours, and I think I'm beginning to get behind to the point where I can't actually recover. I'm going to stick with it for a bit, and if we fail, then it'll segue nicely to XCOM 2, which I think I still might do. I haven't been fatigued to that yet. I've done a run through and completed it, but I could do another one, and I want to try doing mods for it using Nexus rather than Steam. See what else is out there since the last time I played. So, but there is some kind of gap going to be in order. I'm thinking I'm going to do one more episode of recording today, and that'll be the start of the hiatus for XCOM. So, yeah, like I say, I'm still feeling, feeling better, but I'm still pretty burned out. I need a rest of some kind. So, if I'm working full-time, then I kind of keep up the recording schedule I've got, so that is what would happen. If I don't have a job by the end of tomorrow, then I'll record a bunch of shit in advance for Saints Row 2. Maybe get that series finished. That'll leave me open to do The Forest, and then once I'm done with that, because we're recording that in batch as well, in bulk, then I could do a bunch of XCOM. And then if that happens, once we get to the end of that, we'll be starting Phase 2, which is a whole new kettle of fish. There'll be... I don't want to get your hopes up yet by talking too much about it, but there'll be new series and stuff. Which leads me on to... I've been thinking about doing Minecraft, but I haven't yet. It's been done to death, which is one reason why I don't want to do it. And another thing, because I haven't seemed to be able to get it to work yet. I'm trying to run Resonant Rise 3, but every time it just crashes, and I have no idea why. It's a massive pain in the arse. And right now, making it work's a lot of effort. I really do not want to do. But playing it, I know I'd enjoy it immensely. I did last time, I will again. And it's like the ultimate city builder, if you play your cards right. So, I think I might do that if you guys are up for it. I don't know, I might just play it for fun if I ever get it working. Let me know if you want to see it in the comments below. Speaking of which, this audience engagement stuff. I don't often say the like and subscribe things. Mostly because I believe that you can pretty much just make that decision for yourself. I don't think you need me to tell you. Some people say, oh, you should remind them. Like, fine, if you'd like reminding, then hit the like button and the subscribe button. You sheep, you. That's okay, you're my kind of sheep. So hit those buttons if you're in such a way inclined. But subscribe, all that'll do is it'll tell you when I upload stuff. So right now, I'm uploading stuff should be released Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday. GMT. If you're in other countries, then scale it backwards or forwards, depending. Liking it. Now, that is a bit more useful to me, liking. It does give me a rough idea of what everybody likes. Thing is, I am aware that, say, the XCOM audience I have may not be the same audience I have for Fallout, or Saints Row, or The Forest. So I'm still learning my way around how to gauge things, but liking stuff does give me a good idea of how much people want to see it. Right now, our viewership is small, our community is small, but that's okay. That's okay. I like you guys. You're my guys, my lads and lasses. If you show this to your mates and they don't like it, then fair play. If you can give me constructive criticism, that'll help me a lot. If they like it, then good. More people will like it. I have a rough idea of which series work and which series don't, because I'll look at the ones with lots of likes and go, nice, I might do that, and the ones with not many likes, and maybe scale those back, which right now XCOM is. Although, to be fair, XCOM is a very polarizing game. You either love that game or hate it. That seems to be the reaction I get. I don't meet many people. It does happen once or twice, but few and far between are the ones that think it's alright. It's either, ooh, I really like that game, or no, really hate that game. So, you know, XCOM is one of those things I might just have to expect. So I'm not that fussed, but I do still need to scale it back because it's the one that's the most fatiguing right now, and it's the one that's getting the lowest views. So, but I do enjoy it, so I will want to come back to it. So that is what's happening with that series. So yeah, that's it. We've gone through everything there is to talk about. I'm going to be doing my Twitch chat test soon. There'll be new games coming up. I've got a bunch of games on Steam that I haven't tried yet. They were like ludicrously cheap, like £1 or £2. I'm going to review, take a look at. They were ridiculously cheap and I got a few extra copies, so I might do like a giveaway or something. These aren't massive AAA titles. These are little itty bitty games. They might be good, they might not be. I'll do a review of them, and then once I've done that, I'll do some kind of giveaway or something. So that'll be nice. I think you can win either a shitty little game or an awesome little game. We'll find out when I eventually review them. Actually, yes. I'm going to check my Steam because I do believe I actually might have something good. Hold on a minute. I believe I have spare copies of Rust. Yes, I do. Manage gifts and guest passes. I believe I do. Yeah, I've got 2 gift copies of Rust I can give away. 3 gift copies of a game called Revolution Ace. That's the game I was talking about. That might be on the cards as well. So, giveaways. That's a thing that us professional LPs do. Right? Right? So yeah. Do comments in the comment section below. That's always good. It is nice to chat to you folks. So, by all means, do it. Introduce yourselves to each other as well. So yeah. Until then. Thank you very much for joining me, guys. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye now.